So you're thinking about doing business in the US. Here's a list of 10 things a foreign business should consider before entering the US market. Let's start with some key advanced planning issues. International business strategy is probably the starting point for many non-US businesses. Why even consider the US market? How does it fit with your strategic goals? Does it make sense? If yes, then consider that you need to gather real-time data on business-to-business or consumer preferences, trends, and competitor behavior, which are crucial for your business strategy. How are you going to solve problems for your prospects? What do you currently sell that needs to be adapted to meet specific needs and expectations of US businesses or consumers? And since it often takes more time and money than initial projections might suggest, consider whether you have enough funding and financing in place to support the US initiative. If all of these questions can be answered positively, only then should you move forward. Okay, let's look at legal structure and registration. Do you even need a US-based entity? If so, choosing the right entity is an important initial decision. You'll need to navigate the complexities of setting up an LLC, a corporation, or a partnership, ensuring that the structure aligns with your business goals. And as you probably know, different states have unique different laws and regulations, each with their own advantages and disadvantages for a foreign business or its subsidiary or branch. All right, number 3. Now let's consider compliance and regulations. US markets are often highly regulated, and US regulations vary between federal, state, and local levels. You'll need to ensure compliance with laws such as environmental standards or consumer protection and many other industry-specific guidelines. Compliance with these regulations requires navigating the US legal and regulatory system because you'll likely need to file for an array of licenses, permits, and registrations. Next up is cultural considerations. US business culture places a strong emphasis on networking and relationships. So building trust is mission critical for you, and you'll need an action plan to support this mission and drive your networking. One way to do this is by understanding US negotiation styles, business etiquette, and marketing strategies, so you and your team can improve communication and facilitate smoother transactions. Remember, you need to establish trust and credibility with partners, customers, and clients. All right, let's move on to financing and banking for number 5. As mentioned earlier, you need to ensure that you have the financial staying power required to break into your US markets. Once operational, you might well need to receive payments for your goods or services in the US. If so, you'll need to navigate the requirements in advance for opening business bank accounts with US financial institutions, which can often be burdensome. You might also want to identify opportunities for seeking financing from US lenders, investors, or other government incentives. Okay, let's move on to everyone's favorite topic, taxation. No matter what your business model, you'll need to develop insight into understanding the US's federal, state, and local tax laws and practices, including income tax, sales tax, and payroll taxes. You may well be required to file a US tax return, which will require timely tax preparation to minimize penalties and ensuring compliance. Next, when it comes to protecting your intellectual property rights, prevention is better than cure, meaning you should secure any intellectual property rights you have in a timely manner. And this might be in advance of you selling your products or services in the US market. Specifically, you'll need the timely securing and registration of trademarks, patents, or copyrights to ensure you and your assets are legally protected. Now a word about hiring practices. If going operational requires US-based staff, you'll need to ensure labor law compliance. As you would expect, US labor law might be quite different from those of your home jurisdiction. You'll likely need to have a system to ensure compliance with such issues as wage regulations, mandatory benefits, and anti-discrimination policies. Next, consider the on-ground presence. Does going operational require a US-based business and sales team? Likely having a sales team supported by an operational team can more effectively help you source and engage with prospects and turn them into customers or clients by providing the real-time personalized services that build trust and accelerate sales. These sales representatives will understand your target market's preferences and selling triggers, as well as the purchasing process, and they can tailor their approach to drive higher conversion rates from prospects into sales. Indeed, having sales personnel in the same time zone as your prospects enables faster responses to inquiries, leading to improved customer satisfaction and overall competitiveness. And finally, business can move quickly in the US, and that includes your competition. Servicing prospects and customers with quick decision-making and performance in the professional business language they understand will be an integral part of your success. So in conclusion, while potentially very lucrative, doing business in and with the US requires success across many areas of business. We only touched on some of them in this video. But by addressing these aspects and leveraging the expertise of a US-based consulting firm to guide you through all these issues and more, foreign businesses can navigate challenges more effectively and build a solid foundation for successfully accessing and profiting in the US market. Hey, thanks for your time and attention.